Hello, hello, and happy Wednesday. It says we're starting, so let's see what we have here. I'm Shantae with Completely Crafty by Shantae. Just want to welcome you to my live. We are going to be working on this cute spring, well, it's not cute yet. This is a cute sign, but a welcome spring wreath. It's cold here, but actually it was pretty nice. I think we got up to like 41 or 51 today, so it wasn't too bad. The snow was starting to melt, but I am going to channel some warm weather by making this spring wreath. If you can see, it has all of these pretty colors, the greens, yellows, turquoise, pink, and my favorite color, blue. So I'm going to change my vantage point so that you can see it better. We're going to be working, my husband suggested that I pull out the purple in the R to use as my base. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to incorporate all of these little daisy ribbons. We'll see how that goes. So welcome, welcome, and come on in. Hope everyone is having a good day. Oops. We're going to go ahead and get started. I actually found myself, so that's always nice. There we go. I just want to be able to see if anyone comes in and makes any comment. I want to be able to see it. It has been a busy week. It's so weird. Yesterday I thought it was Wednesday because things are very hectic at work. And I'm like, who's on first? But we'll get through it. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to the springtime. My husband says, you know, he didn't want to hear me complaining about, you know, it's too cold, because when I complain about it being too hot, my thing is I don't want it cold or hot. I want a happy medium. So my preference is fall. I'll take fall weather all day. Cool in the morning, by afternoon, nice. I like spring too, only because all the flowers start to bloom. But if it could, sometimes spring can be overly wet with all the rain. So that could be a bummer. But it's needed. Things have been so crazy. And one of my coaches is, there's a workshop going on, and it started today, and I'm like, I have to do my live. I'm going to have to miss the workshop. So I'll have to look at the replay later, because I knew I wouldn't have a day to make it up, because I have a retreat this weekend with my real estate folks. So my weekend is all booked. So I wanted to make sure. And then tomorrow, my husband's, hey Sherry, my husband's basketball team has a game. So
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Oh my goodness. My Nigel is talking because I said hello. I haven't been to a game this season, so I wanted to, because I've always had a conflict, but I told him I would come tomorrow, so I was like, I couldn't do it tomorrow, so today had to be the day. Take good notes for me, Sherry. I'm sure he's going to give a lot of good information today. But this is going to be a quick read. Very simple. Yes, it starts Friday. I think at 5 o'clock or 5:30, and then it's Saturday and then Sunday. So yes, it's all weekend. It's called our Jumpstart Weekend, so we can plan for 2025, see how we're going to help customers, you know, get into homes or sell their home if needed. Hey Theodore, how was church? I'm loving this purple, but I'm a little biased because purple is my favorite color, so I'm going to always, you know, lean towards it, so. Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you. It's also a border mesh. Last week I did, the mesh was pink with the border. This one is the purple with the border. I think I originally bought this to use for Halloween, but I think it'll go for springtime too. I knew what you meant. That's okay. All right, so first layer done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the inner layer. I feel like I haven't done anything for my house. Because it's been crazy thus far. I get that, Theodora. I'm hands-on too. Like I like to see you do it for me, but then I want to also do it so that I can get the gist of it, and then if I have questions I can ask. But yeah, I would rather be hands-on too. Next week in our area, there are like 3 different venues having craft shows. So some of my friends, we're going to hang out and go crafting. So that should be fun. And then I have to make sure I go to the store so I can make some dips and wings for the Super Bowl so I can watch my birds. Although, you know, my pressure can't handle it. I'll be watching it with one eye open. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm debating. Am I really going to watch? I don't know. It's just, I want to be able to enjoy it, but I know my husband will have so much to say. So, because he is not a Chiefs fan, so I don't know. It might be best that if I watch it by myself. My son and his buddies went to the game in Philly this past weekend, and he said he had a really good time. So I was happy about that. He was like, it was good to experience it. I probably will, Sherry, but I'll be pacing the whole time because that's what happened the last time. I just paced and paced and paced. Okay. All right. So we are done. So now we're going to add our tails. Thank you. We need that. I'm just hoping that the roughs don't do us dirty. And switch it around a little bit so that hopefully they don't do us dirty and they play fair on Sunday. That's right. We'll take it. There's so many different memes out there because so many people, have been spelling eagles wrong. It's hilarious. I think people just get excited at it. They're not thinking, and they're just hearing the tone and just putting any letter in its place. So I'm using a solid base. I have a solid yellow and I have the solid like pink fuchsia color, and I'm adding different color accents with the daisies. Now, I ran out of ribbon, so the colors, it wasn't the way I wanted, but this is what I got. I hear you. I can't say your name because my system keeps wanting to respond, so you know who I'm talking to. I thought I had more of this daisy ribbon, but I do not. And so you're going to get the gist of it. It's not the formation that I wanted, but because I don't have enough of one color, I had to improvise. Does anyone have any favorite appetizers that they make for game day? I know my husband he will want wings, so it'll be whether or not I make the wings, if he makes the wings, or if we cheat and just order them. But I was thinking about doing a 7-layer dip, or like my neighbor for Halloween, she makes this, I don't know what it is, this dip with like sausage. And I don't even know what's in it, but it's delicious. Because she makes a chili, but she does the sausage dip because I don't eat red meat. So, I don't like the chili. So I need to get the recipe for that because that would be filling too. And less ingredients. So I might just get the recipe for that. I've had the ingredients for this apple, it's like an apple pie, but like you put like a crescent roll in like a cupcake tin. with like some apple filling and some Philadelphia. I don't know. It's not cream cheese. It's whipping something. I can't remember. I've had the ingredients since Thanksgiving, but because my son brought Thanksgiving dessert, I didn't make it, and so I think I'm going to make that too. So we'll at least have a dessert. I don't know what happened. Looks like it's repeating what you said already. It's all good. Thank you guys for watching. I wasn't thinking I probably could have recorded it when I first got home, because I've had to be to work early. I was at work today at 6, yesterday at 6:30. So I was so tired yesterday, but the new episode of Will Trent was on, and I had to watch it. And so then I ended up watching the other shows that came on afterwards. So I didn't go to bed till 11, knowing I had to get up at 4:15. But it is what it is. We just did some curls for the base and some ruffles for the top. Then we'll finish adding these tails. And then we'll add our sign. I am loving how the purple peeks through. It is, I'm hoping that the temperature stays above freezing. At least during the day, it definitely is above freezing, so I'm grateful for that. And I don't think we're going to be in the teens anytime soon, but I'm hoping the cold snap we have is over. All right, I have one more for the bottom. Are we liking the combination? I was so tired yesterday that I forgot to take something out for dinner for today. And so we're on our own. And my husband, I don't know why they call him this, unless that's the name of, or the brand or whatever, but he calls them Georgia Hots. And they're like these sausages that he loves. But he can only get them in Connecticut, and so his buddy shipped him some to have, and so he's in heaven. All right, because when I went to do this ribbon, there was not enough. It was only enough to do 2. So I thought I'll just, because we do have some blue in the sign, I will just incorporate it at the top since I didn't have enough. I'm just so thankful that I cut my things ahead of time, because if I had been cutting while I was live, that would not have been pretty. But I guess you could have seen how I was able to just figure something else out. Use what you have. All right. I like the stiffness of the 1.5 inch. It holds up well. And this one isn't too bad either. This one, I don't know. That yellow is a little, while it's not flimsy, it's just not as firm as the other ribbons, but it'll be okay. My goal this year is to do better and get in my garden and water them, because the previous owner planted a lot of rose bushes, and we planted like some other things out front, but it's so darn, the sun is on the front of the house majority of the day, and so the poor things, they don't do well. So, but I need to do better with watering. So that is my mission for spring and summer, to do better with watering. I don't put plants on the back anymore. Like I had little flower beds on the deck, but the darn squirrels, they're still disruptive. And I had hanging baskets, I had the flower beds, but they would eat the stuffing from the flower beds and dig through the dirt. So last year I didn't do anything, because I was like, it's just, flowers aren't cheap, and have to fool with them darn squirrels. All right, we are almost finished. I know the local Relay for Life, they had their daffodil sale. I used to plant them along with tulips in honor of my mom and my grandma. They would grow nice, but then the first windstorm, all the petals are gone, and then I don't even get a chance to appreciate them. It sounds like I have issues. But I love to garden. I have lots of plants in my house. It's just, for some reason, my outside nature is working against me. All right, so here is our base. We're going to add our sign. I think I'm going to do, hold on. Let's see, because I I want the top of this to show. I'm just trying to figure out what vantage point would be better. Because I think if I put the bow up there, the tails are going to hide it. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. That way you can at least see the design of the sign. Okay, I'm not feeling, why does it always sink down? Thank you. It's cheerful for sure. Actually, I want to show this blue off because I haven't. So I'm going to cover that one. Can I tell you, this work form is cutting me. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, that's much better. For some reason, when I did it the first time, it was sinking in, so it was a little lopsided. I still need to add the wreath I made last week to my Etsy shop. All right, so here is that, and we're going to go ahead and make a sign. And because I don't have some of the 1.5 inch, I'm going to add this. I'm going to still do 10 inches, I think is long enough. And 6-inch loops. Thank you, Theodore. I'm trying to think, have I been on since I did my sewing lesson? I think that was it just that? I feel like the days are just going by, so I don't even know. If I haven't been on, and or if I have and I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But I had a lesson with my friend Michelle, and she's very patient. So we went to a local sewing boutique that had such pretty ribbon. No, not ribbon, I'm sorry. fabric. And I was telling her, I was like, why can't we find a hobby that's not so darn expensive? It was so pretty. So one of the first projects we're going to make is I want to do those garbage bags. So we're going to do that. And I've already bought some of the supplies I need. And then I was like, well, now I need a case for everything. I was like, here I go. This is what happens. You find a hobby. Okay, thank you. The days are running together. All right, so the only ones I have left are the yellow and the green. And then I found this in my stash, and it had all the colors, so I figured I would use that last. I don't know how much is on here. Probably not a lot. Nope, not a lot, so I will not be making too many loops with this. I'll make some shorter tails too, so I have at least have enough to make 2 loops. Okay, peeps. I'm getting shorter, it's getting shorter and shorter. We did record some of it and I'll probably post a couple of the photos of us. Oh shoot. Okay, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. This will probably be the same thing. But at least I'm using what I have. Oh, actually, I think I can do 2 loops with this one. I just couldn't do it with the yellow. That'll just be an accent. But at least I can use it all and don't tease myself thinking I have enough for a full project. Just going to use my clip to help hold it down while I get the last one. I'm just going to do 1 loop for it as well. And since this only had a little bit, it was just a peekaboo. All right, fingers crossed for the zip tie. So hopefully I don't have a defective one this time. Yep, that didn't take long. Thank you. Hey, Rhea, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. We are almost finished. We are working on a spring wreath. Uh-oh. Oh, all right. I don't trust that, so I'm going to do another one. I don't know what is happening. I feel like every other one is a dud. OMG. I definitely got a bad batch. It's just disappointing. Okay. I'm doing well. I wish my zip ties would cooperate and stop breaking on me. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to cut this one off because I don't need to. All right. I want to reinforce it with this tie because I'm so afraid it's going to come loose. All right, so I'm just going to fluff out my bow a little bit more. You can't help but smile when you see these pretty vibrant colors. Gives me something to look forward to. Cannot wait for spring. Or just some warmer weather. And after all that, I still covered up the blue, but that's all right. Okay. We are done. This was fun. Thank you. Ooh, is it crooked? Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back again next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Last week I said we were going to do patriotic, but I have had this project on my desk for 2 weekends because I was supposed to do a video on Saturday. This was supposed to be my Saturday project, and I never did it. So I thought, since I already have all the supplies together, I would do it. So here we have it. Welcome spring with the pop of purple and all the colors in the rainbow. Thanks so much for hanging out again. I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.